How's it going, everybody? Welcome back, Jacked Up Fishing. On today's episode, I'm going to give you the 6-month review on the Power Pole Micro Anchor. Let's tell you what I like about it, what I don't like about it, and if it's giving us any problems. So stick around. My buddy that owns the Canoe right here. This is his truck that he comes home and drives every weekend. That thing is nasty. Look how big that thing is. Shout out to my boy Ryan. Got the nasty truck and the nasty Canoe. So here she is, the Power Pole Micro Anchor. We installed this unit 6 months ago on my buddy's Super 16. The reason I'm holding this one is because we take it off and on the boat as we use it. We don't leave it outside in the elements all year, the whole time. We keep the boat under a cover, and as you can see right here, so it's a Super 16, and we mounted it to the back. The reason I'm holding it, like I said, is we take it off and on the boat. This particular reason is we lost the nut the other day taking it off the boat, and it fell into the water. So we took it off the boat. The little nut that comes on here, we ordered a new one already. It bounced off into the concrete, into the drink. So that's the reason I'm holding it. So first things first, I want to tell you, if I had to reinstall this and do it all over again, what I would do differently. So first and foremost, this has a plug. The plug goes in right there in the front. It just pushes in, and these are the contacts here. I would put a breaker, an on-off breaker for the power wire to this. That way, when you do take it off the boat, there's not running power current to it, and that's what. So when the current runs to the plug all the time, if you don't cut it off and you unplug it and it's exposed to elements, then it also corrodes, and the plug ends up corroding. I did notice some corrosion on the plug, and that's this right here. We do keep the cap. It does come with a cap. You can see, as you can see, that there's 2 blades there. If the power's onto them blades, they're gonna corrode. Sooner or later, they're gonna corrode. I did put some dielectric grease in there and stuff, but right now we're thinking about putting a breaker there or on-off switch, like a blue C switch. So that's the first thing I would change. The second thing I would change is I would mount it up higher. This one's mounted at the top of the transom, so when it sticks in there, as you can see, it's about this high. The water does come close to it sometimes when we're riding. I've been advised by some people on Facebook groups, Canoeholics and Canoe Facebook groups. They said to raise it up with a bracket. Here's a couple pictures of these right here. There's one right here, another one. And here's just a few examples right here of what they're talking about by raising it up on a bracket. And that's for Canoes only. I don't know about other boats, but I know the Canoes ride a little bit low in the back. So that's for the Canoe only. I would raise it up. If you have anything else, some people mount them off the poling platforms as well, like this one right here. Try to mount it up out of the water. These things don't like water from what I've heard. So all in all, we love this thing. We've used it. Here's some footage of me playing around in the bay the other day, putting the spike up, down, showing some people, fishing with it. It's pretty cool. It stops you right where it needs to be. It's just like the bigger power pole, but on a smaller scale. It comes with the fobs that we have here. You push down twice, it sinks it down, sticks in the ground, and that's it. Does a couple test spots, but it's locked into the ground. I'm anchored now. I'm not going anywhere. And to get it up, you push it twice to come all the way up, and it comes up. It also locks itself in once you put it in there. It goes back down. So when it comes up all the way and then locks back down, so that way it doesn't fall out while you're riding in heavy wakes or something like that. So all in all, I've seen these things used for $350, $450, anywhere in that range used. You can buy them. Just make sure it's working good before you buy it. Also, make sure you take care of it. We take it off and on the boat. It's really easy to take off and on, but be careful of that nut. We actually ordered another nut, and it comes with a whole kit for like 18 bucks, pretty cheap. Power Pole does have great service, so you can't argue that. Nobody's gonna argue that. They have one of the best service around, and they stand behind their product. So if there's any issues, you can give them a call directly, and they'll send you the parts if you need them. But other than that, this Power Pole anchor shows no signs of wear. It's got a little bit of salt still on it, as you can see. It doesn't seem to have any issues. It still looks pretty brand new. Like I said, we take it off and on, we rinse it. We take off and on the boat after every trip. We don't leave it out in the elements, and I think that does a lot for it as well. And we also wash the spike off with fresh water, run it up and down in there before we take it off. So that, just maintenance and taking care of your stuff goes a long way. So here's the spike. You see it's got a little bit of wear. That's probably from going down into muddy bottoms with, silt and sand. You can see it's got a little bit of wear. The only thing I would suggest that Power Pole does is include at least an 8-foot spike in with the price. I think you should be able to have at least an 8-foot spike when you get it. And I'm sure they do it because of the shipping or something, I don't know. But I figure it should at least come complete package. You should have to buy the Power Pole Micro separately from the spike that you use on it. That's pretty much it. Everything seems to be legit on it, man. I give it a good rating. I give it a 4 out of 5 at least, just because I think that it should come with a spike for the price. I think it should come with the spike, at least come with an 8-foot spike, instead of having to buy the spike separately. Other than that, I think it's a good unit. It's a good unit for all around use for little boats. They even put them on the new paddle boards, the new boat paddle boards. That's pretty cool. I don't know how it would do with that with a battery. Paddle boards get wet, so I don't know how that's gonna work. I've seen some people with it on there. They'd have to do their own review, but I don't know. I hear so many horror stories about these things not liking water. So we'll check back in. Maybe check back in a year. I'll do a little maybe 2-3 minute video, show y'all what it looks like after that. But so far we've had really good luck with it. No problems, not even a single hiccup. So all right, well, I appreciate everybody watching. If you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button. Helps me out a lot on YouTube, gets my video out there. Also, if you have any comments about the video, please leave them down below. I want to hear what you all have to say about your Power Poles. Stay tuned. Every other Tuesday we do cool videos, and Saturdays we do fishing videos. All right, jacked up out.